Abusia aha gossip 247 subscribe to your channel na wa subscribe. Inti news way 3-in-1. Na one part the Speaker of Parliament Abambaben Ababekasa afa basabasa ya koso Parliament nansemu na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa order the current Chief of Staff amana revoke all government appointments koso after 7th December about one and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama I inaugurated 19-member task force for a year and 120-day social contract.
7th December 2024 and Ghana to aba yi mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ujina ma NDC amanyuko no na sabre no abana na otie dwaso MPP for who so mo lusu abana pe na ebeto dwase se wo mo hyase so mo efa nipa hodo ade akọ aban enwuma ahodo emu ene mampani John Dramani Mahama as the Chief of Staff Julius Debrah said one truck kata emfa enko aban enwuma ahodo ni nyina mu mpanifo mo da no se obi bia ye fa na dwuma mu after 7th December 2024 no ni appointment letter kata edi adanse se ya fa na dwuma mu no ye ntwamu na se nipa no na dwuma emo no ni nyina ne se ye to abani wieye na MPP fo hu so mo lusu no mo efa nipa no mampani John Dramani Mahama ni transition team awtie no wo mo bo MPP fo kokko se mamu mfa nipa sanse mu free abanwa so nipa kura mo form no aban wo fo onim ho hwe nti munyai MPP fo antio mo eno mo course to afa nipa nti neidie Chief of Staff Julius Debrah atwa kwa banwuma wodo ni nyina mu se obi bia ye fa na dwuma mu after 7 December na appointment letter no yen cancel eno ni sama etodwa ye say after 7 December kwa no aban no etuatua anwuma bi ka check out itu am kakwa no ye chese backdate no ye bodate no kwa akire chese ni nyina nso no aban otedwa so chese oyemu enso enhwemu we ni nsem kakra betodwa ene Ghanaian publisher e dia ba.
I remember just last week when I was moving to my office, I handed over to my second deputy speaker. Immediately he sat and started. Members were on their feet singing and saying so many things. I was still at my lobby. I didn't know whether to rush back to come and take over. And that would not show good leadership. So I restrained myself and watched all that happen. Why? And sometimes, when wise men speak and people don't listen, these are the consequences. There's good reason why the country differed from other countries and decided that the speaker must be one, not a member of parliament. Two, impartial, not neutral, impartial. So when you give a decision that people sitting on that chair can be partial, you've created disorder. I will be quoting decisions that I spoke against, and you people moved with the mob, and they became decisions of courts and rules in this house, in this country, for you to see the consequences. That is the only reason why any of the deputies, when they are sent onto the chair, you behave the way you behave. Well, you see them as what? One of you unaligned. So the others not belonging will not go with him, even when he's doing the right thing.
And now that you've been sworn in, this meeting is meant to focus sectorally on the things that fall within your sectors. And that's why you've been chosen, because many of those issues are within the sectors that you are ministers of, so that we can hone in and make sure that we achieve them on targets. Some are 90 days, some for somewhere 14 days. Assemble a full cabinet within 14 days, we achieved that. And then some are within 90 days. Others necessarily must go with some things. For instance, the removal of some taxes and rationalization of taxes can only be in the budget, because you need to do revenue measures and put those tax instruments before Parliament. So all of you are supposed to focus on your sectors and work so that we achieve all the targets that we set ourselves in the 120-day plan. The Senior Presidential Advisor on Governmental Affairs is the chair and leading that effort. So you have to work closely with her so that we can make sure that we are faithful to the mandate that the people of Ghana gave us. And so that's the purpose for this meeting. I congratulate you again. And we'll now discuss the nitty-gritty and look at where we have reached. Some of the things like the National Economic Dialogue, the Planning Committee is working on. The Constitutional Review, we've set up the committee, and so that work is happening. The Minister of Education, who was amongst the earliest to be sworn in, has already moved quite fast with the issue of the National Educational Review. And so for those of you who were sworn in later, look into your sector ministries and the promises that we made, and then work as quickly as possible with the Senior Presidential Advisor on Governmental Affairs to be able to achieve those targets we've set ourselves.
We know your word is your bond, and will be tied anyone who stands in the way of the performance of your promises to the people of Ghana. So therefore we pledge to use our utmost endeavors to ensure that we perform on the mandates that you have given us. We will not fail you, we will not fail the people of Ghana, and God be our helper. Thank you.
Inti eye order His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ediama, the current Chief of Staff, Julius Debrah, say on revoking all public service appointment abanda dano Akufo-Addo abano den appointed in Crofo into Ejuma ahuru muno on terminity sa appointment ni nyinano eno ena Vincent Eko Asafwa a member of Parliament for Old Tafu constituency in the Ashanti region. Vincent Eko Asafwa say ono sa adie we odwene ho a onte ase nti obe challenge His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC aban no odo mo bekọ akopiemu ewo court if he say appointment Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo no ne kwan mu ano no on de hu ni say ne kwan mu ano no ba say His Excellency ebema order say sa appointment ni nyina ye terminate ye ntwam ana ye revoke ni de ono odwen ho a onte ase oni MPP fo ni bi kura susu hu ma o che say ono odwen ho de a ojetuma enye yi kura abusia higher gossip 247 say won subscribe to your channel na wa subscribe ya upload new video obenya notification say ya upload latest video na waba behwe like video we na leave your comment or comment section ho betimi so a share amafufuro enya bi ahwe.